was ready for a mess! Because that's exactly what this thing is. But first and foremost, I do have to give this thing credit. The tank mode is really, really good. And for those who haven't read the title or have no idea what this is Transformers 2007 Decepticon Brawl. And of course, the first thing I really do want to point out is that thanks to it being an actual official tank, the likeness of it is actually really, really good. I mean, from all the details to the actual small little pieces, like the actual space in between the wheels. Well, of course, not the underside, because that's Robit. But from the actual turret, which actually does move all the way around, and the secondary turret does move all the way around as well. And of course, you get some nice detailing under the turret as well. That's actually asymmetrical. I just now noticed that. Huh. But of course, since it's an actual licensed tank, they want to make sure they try to get some of it spot on. I say some of it because, you know, there's a whole thing about military stuff can't be fully representative outside the states, yada yada yada. But anywho, but like what you guys just heard, this thing is kind of a mess. Where the vehicle mode is actually really solid. Both this and the leader class represent the tank mode really, really well. And it rolls very, very well. So, if the tank mode looks this good, well, how does the robot mode fare? Well, let's go ahead and just start transforming this and give that a shot, shall we? Let me just go and... Actually got a day off, so I can record, and actually, the cats are actually locked up right now, so I can record without them meowing. This is actually, believe me or not, this is actually the third time I've tried to record this. Okay, now, the automorph feature in this one is that when you tilt this down for the chest, the treads are supposed to come up, and the head comes up at the same time. But this one has always been off gear, ever since I bought it since day one. So, in most other instances, it will pop up like the other one does. And you gotta twist the head around. Actually, some really nice paint on that. Turn that around. Now, inside the actual turret is the arms. Actually, I gotta raise this turret. Not this turret. Yes, I'm going to raise the turret, or this tripod, up a little bit. Because I forgot. Come on. There we go. There we go. There's a little bit better. You can actually see the arms in there. And again, more molded detailing. And there's even molded detailing on the other side, too. If there was molded detailing in the actual hollow chest, I would have been shocked. I really would have. There's molded detailing on the underside of the treads. Because those are meant to be seen, because of course of robot mode. But anywho, let's go ahead and get this all done. These are kind of tricky. You got pull the arm up a little bit, pull out, and twist like that. Rinse and repeat. You got to push that forward. Rinse and repeat. And you basically just flip this around. These pegs will go into those holes. If my camera can actually focus for a minute. Deploy the claw. The claw. The claw. Uh-oh, come on. Yeah, so, oh yeah, you gotta push this forward. And it'll actually go into that little spot there. Ooh. And to help finish off these are on ball joints, so you can just move them around. Come around here, turn the turret up, and these are actually on little hinges, so you can just do-doot, and a do-doot, and help give them that nice beefy look. Oh yeah, you gotta spread the legs apart a little bit. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Now, when you have him just posed indirectly, tilt the camera down just a tad. He doesn't look half bad. Really, he does not. He actually produces the silhouette that was produced in the movie very well, and he's a very fine representation. this was definitely a case of like, how can this get better? And then when the actual leader class came out, whew, it really got better. Now he is somewhat of a mess. You do have like little clumps like right here, and of course the arms. But I mean, like, some of the paint and detailing done for this guy, they really went all out for the main line, for the, not the main line, but the main characters from the movie. I didn't know how to say it there for a second, but I mean, look at the detailing and look at the paint, especially on the head. Where is my light? It's not in here. Okay, but I mean, his head was kind of squat, just like in the movie. I mean, the paint only exists on the front, but I mean this was 10 years ago. There is so much paint on this thing compared to the Robots in Disguise figures that are out now that just really made me ashamed. But then again, they were going all out with this line, so that damn it, they went all out for this line in both detailing and paint wise, or at least the most they could at the time. See, they got a little chain gun that's belt fed. Now, articulation, he is ball jointed at the shoulders, but at least on mine, again, every time I move the arm, I have to press in, or else when I move the arm, it just pops right out of the socket. And it does not want to stay in the socket too well. Oh, now it does. He does have a very weird joint for his elbow. This spins for some reason. Okay. Yeah, see, it keeps popping out. God bless it. This one has the same articulation, but thanks to that popping off, and thanks to and thanks to the tank turret muzzle sticking out, jugging out of his arm, this is just this. It's all a mess. That's all it really is. If it wasn't for this turret, and trust me, they fixed the problem on the leader class. But dear Lord, I really do not like this mess right here. And of course, I am missing the missile. And let's look at the actual hips and knees. The actual hips are actually on a ball joint, but thanks to the way thanks to the molding and some of the kibble in the way, you can't really get a full range. The knee, on the other hand, the knee actually has a really good 90-degree bend there, but only forward. And if you go back, yeah, it goes all the way back. So the knee articulation is pretty well. And thanks to that little weird hinge, he has like this weird, like, I need to go to the bathroom pose. But the little canisters form heels. I'm trying to think what else. God bless. I mean, it's overall for me for this guy. I mean, he does a really good representation of the actual character from the movie. I haven't got to mess with the actual leader class in hand, so this has been my only experience with the actual character. And well, what are my final thoughts about it? Well, it is a gigantic mess. At least, again, I had to put an asterisk beside this because this is just my copy. I don't know if any other copies out there were any different. But if the tabs actually stuck together and the tabs actually stuck together and you could pose the arms just a tiny bit more, other than requiring to be so flat so they can fit in the tank turret, he would have been a lot better. Again, this would be a case of like if I had the leader class, I'd say go up for the leader class, but it is kind of expensive. But for right now, if you can get this guy for like maybe $10, I really do say pick him up. Not really something you can really pass on, especially if you want like a mini version of Brawl, just stuck on your shelf or on your desk. And I do admit, I love that tank mode. It is so nice for me. It just hits all my nice little sweet spots, from the decals to the way it moves, for the way all the turns can swivel to the actual. It can actually roll very well, even that the wheels are separate. I really recommend picking this guy up. And there's like what 2-3 repaints out there, so yeah, there's no excuse not to have this guy. It's a recommendation with an asterisk of at least make sure he holds up to better. Other than that, guys, I'm just gonna wrap this up. This is a nice little quickie today. So I'll catch you guys later. I'm gone. I'm Ghost. I'm Pestilence. I am out of here.